Hi guys, how are you? Hi guys, how you doing today? This is a picture I took in 2023. I was running and I took that picture, and I took that one as well. That's in my estate. I took that one as well. And then in 2023 on 8th July Saturday, it was a Saturday. I used to run Saturday and Sunday. I bought a tire on Friday, and on Friday it got a puncture, so I took it back to City Oil. Yeah, you know, Google Photos gives us a lot of things to remember. A lot of things to remember. So let me see which other. You know, I used to run Saturday, Sunday. This is another picture I took the previous weekend. This was in June. And my phone used to take such nice pictures. Look at that. Look at that. Very nice pictures. And then in June 2023, we were shooting the cafe. That's my crew and actors. This is amazing. I should start this. We started shooting the cafe in May. I think we shot through May, June. Yeah. But anyway, how are you guys? Muri Mutia. Today is a random cat talk Thursday, and I thought I should talk about something that is very important to all of us, but especially the guys that have a small budget, low budgets. But we have the pressure to actually buy cars that would impress. We have the pressure to buy cars that people will look at bagambe nti omwana oyo yakikuba, nti omwana oyo yakikuba. Because a lot of people are buying cars for image and not for reality. I think everyone needs to be inspired once in a while, and I think with cars I can inspire some of you guys. Some of you guys like have more experience than me, but majority of you guys can get inspiration from me in terms of cars, whether you like it or not. Martin Sentongo, good morning. Muyombia Max, David Klaji Chama, the Hannington VIP, Lawrence Omole, Jones Info, Juma Ali, Mpanga Godfrey, Ijuka Blair VIP, Travel Live Vlog, Katom Muhammad VIP, Kariegira Amos Luke, Taremwa Godfrey, King Daniel VIP, Yusuf Lugonda, Karim UG, Dr. Kambesi VIP, Funny Lifestyle VIP, Derek Muwonge, Ricky Chikawa VIP, Simon Baker, Bogiso Times, Engineer Joshua, Pade Mutumba, Paul Sema VIP, Nampija Julie, Shanko Gibbs, Chris Fitness Rurwa, Mwanguzi David, Joe Kabali, Love Each Other, Funny Lifestyle VIP. Which phone was that? That should have been like the S22 Ultra. I think 2023. I must have had the S22 Ultra. Mogenyi Simon Peter, Lucky Mose Chairman Zach, Ben Musafiri, and the guys Amari Mukamori. Now, a lot of us are buying cars because of the image. Actually, even this picture was taken using the same phone. I was on set. I want to do another project like this. This was inspiration. You know, we built this set from scratch. All the things that are there, we built them from scratch. Like I had a concept on paper. Everything that you watch in the cafe right now, for the guys that are watching the cafe, bulichimutu achizimba from scratch. The tables didn't exist. The chairs, we bought the chairs. We built all those walls are temporary walls. All those walls are temporary walls. So everything was built from scratch, and I think that's the beauty of being an artist, that you get to experiment with all these things. The floor was just done, it didn't exist. For you to see exactly what I mean is, you look here. Whatever say it here, you look this side. Whatever tile zina wezikoma. Do you see the blue thing? Whatever bati didi. Do you see how? So that's how sitcoms are made. Of course, the Bazungu have more better technology than us, but here, that's how TV stations make their sets. And I'm still proud of the work that we were able to achieve here, the work we were able to do in this place. We did get hiccups here and there, but we did. Just look at this crew here. So that's that crew there. It's nice. And then when someone looks at it from here, it's quite hard for you to actually think that this set was built from scratch. And yeah, let me see if I have a picture before the set was done. Yeah, here wanongatuli muzimba set yeyo ochiraba. Can you believe that this, let me see, can you believe that this set here, the tiles zichali na mbisi, is the same here. Technology ya mmulabye. So that's what they call being an artist. You build stuff from scratch. Today you're a doctor, and you see here the tables are not yet even done. Oziraba tables tezinaba nakugwa. I need to create another show like that, build everything from scratch. And here nga bakyakola tile. Ow, they were still tiling. Here, here the walls are not yet done, the tiles are not yet done. So yeah, it's amazing. You know, it's amazing the things you can do when you're working on the stuff that you know how to do. But anyway, guys, let's talk about you guys buy cars. You know, there's something amazing here, but I can't show you this, but this is really amazing. And of course, this is another picture I took when I was running one of the Saturday. It was April 23rd, 2023. And then there's also this one when I was running still. So I used to take pictures every morning when I went to run. I'll take pictures just to document where I have passed. So guys, let's talk about, and then I went, this is in 2023 when I went to church with my kids. I doubt they knew what that means then, but now they know, because kati basoma omujiji, basoma confirmation ne catechism. Bajita catechism. Now they are grown, they are bigger, like they are 2 times this. Each one of them is 2 times that size. But anyway, Richard Damuliro Gambo, Joshua Eden Farm, Eric Chandano VIP, Ivan Namanda VIP, Asadu Sulaiman, Mugenyi Simon Peter. Simon Peter business is slow these days, very slow. But regardless, we move, and we shall make something happen. So let's talk about you guys buying cars for image other than the reality. Now, everyone has a reality they live in. My reality is not your reality, and your reality is not my reality. Some of you guys earn 4 times what I earn and don't have a car, but I cannot do without a car, even when you earn 4 times what I earn. Some of you guys earn exactly what I earn, and you're driving cars that are 4 times as expensive as what I drive. Some of you guys earn probably 3 times. Amina Julie, I will be telling you. So some of you guys earn exactly what I earn, and you probably live in houses that I will never live in, renting houses that I will never rent in. Some of you guys earn half of what I earn, but you make 5 times what I make. You get, and that's all good. We all know people in government. You guys saw Chris Obore bamusibirwa kulya nguzi, and they showed his house, the house that looks like a dormitory, and everyone has been saying, like, you steal all this money and then you build something that is this ugly without test. So I am talking about earning, because we all don't earn the same. People like Chris Obore can earn, let's say, 4 million shillings, 6 million shillings in salary, and then every month they are taking $1 billion home. So you cannot be competing with people like Chris Obore. There's a video I saw. Maybe Roger calls you grandpa. What do you mean? There's a video I saw someone saying that Chris Obore yaringa guraba wala be makerere. I cannot prove it. I just saw a video. And Mbunga abawe $1,500 just to spend a night with them. And the brokers actually made also good money. Kasendo Ronald VIP, good morning. Now, all these things we are just hearing in hearsay. But for sure we know that via his account, he received more than 3 billion shillings. And you cannot be competing with a person like Chris Obore. He goes and buys the GLE at 150, 170 million shillings. You cannot just go and buy a GLE because Chris Oboro is my age mate. We went to school together, so we should be driving the same cars. And you cannot be driving the same car that Chris Oboro is driving because you live in the same neighborhood. Yesterday, I went to check on a car in Chira. We went in the neighborhood, and Chira is developed. I had taken a long time without going to Chira. And there's this place where we went to see a car. They are like the semi-detached houses. And one of the neighbors had a Kluger, which we had gone to see, and then the other had a Raktis. But you see, they live in the same compound, probably pay the same amount of rent. You get, and it can show you that you don't have to be at the same level as your neighbor. The image that you think is important is actually not. The person that was selling the Kluger was selling it. The person of the Raktis wasn't selling it. And the amount of money they were selling the Kluger was funny, but it had a faulty engine. You get, finally, I'm not sure if you can get it at 30 million. I didn't even see that. Funny lifestyle. Can I get a Mark X 2012? No, you can't. There is no way you can get it. So the image is important. The way people look at you is very important. But that's a now thing. And for us as people, katingafa young men and women in their 30s, especially their 30s, if you're in your 30s and 40s, the image now does not matter as the image later, because the image later will encompass your kids looking at you. The app is not yet launched. Google Play Store has to actually give us a go ahead. They haven't given us a go ahead. Yeah. So you guys need to understand. You need to understand that the image 20 years from now will matter more than the image today. How people look at you now will not matter 20 years from now. If you asked yourself how your ex-girlfriend or boyfriend from 2 years ago made you feel, you would not remember. You would not remember. Yeah, probably you remember their name, you remember where they lived, you remember some of the worst things they had, some of the best things, but you'll not remember how they made you feel, because right now you feel really different. And you only remember how people make you feel based on like how far off it has been. So 10 years, 2010, I ended up 30 million. 2009. So 10 years from now, 20 years from now, you buying an SUV because at your workplace they will look at you funny, or if you buy a small car, everyone will be judging you, will not matter. Yesterday I inspected, guys. I'm going to publish today. I don't have an inspection, so I am going to sit down, write all these reports. I'm even going to use my laptop because I will write faster. I don't write when the phone is good, but I can't write fast, so I'll type everything in my laptop. I'm really faster with the laptop. And I'm going to make sure I'm going to make sure all these reports are ready today. I'll publish them, and then I'll tell you the stories all at once tomorrow. Yesterday, I inspected. There was a lady. So the daughter called me. The daughter called me and said, you know what? We want to buy a car and we need you to inspect. At that time, there are times you can't get a person new more than 10 million, Jeffrey. Come on. You can't. There are times when someone calls me and it seems like they have figured everything out. So I normally don't ask, what car are you going to buy? So she told me, we're going to buy a car. It's a Raktis, and we want you to come and check out and choose the best for us. Now, yesterday we went, looked at all the Raktises. The Raktis they really liked had very terrible rust, and they had a dent, a very serious dent on the boot area. So we said, let's look at others. So we kept looking at others. Most of them were 1.3, and I discourage you guys from buying 1.3 liter Raktises. So we end up getting a Raktis. But while we were looking at it, I think it was blue, and the lady, they were buying a car for their mom. The mom did not like it. And guys, if you're going to come with your parent and I'm inspecting a car for your parent, or for you, but your parent is like your parent, please put me aside and give me my balance. Yesterday I told the lady I need to get my balance, and the lady said my mom has it and she's going to give you. And I told her, but old people don't want to pay in time, they want to pay after. But me, I received my money before. And she said, no, my mom can't do that. My mom told me about you. And I said, but that's how old, exactly how I said it went. And the old lady did not want to pay me in time. So the daughter had to actually force her to give me the money. So that happens. If you're coming with your old man or old lady, and they have my money, the inspection money, get it from them before you reach me. When you reach, it's like mungalo zange. Now, while we were inspecting, because we are buying it in Basuzi, and one of the reasons we didn't buy from them, practices about the damage in like I've been telling you, high casual van VIP. So I asked them, why are we buying Raktis? Don't you guys have another car in mind? Because the Raktis was 29 million shillings, and I knew that we could get a Rumion there, 32, 33. So I asked them, why are you guys not buying a Rumion? And they said, it's the car we talked about first, but mommy did not like it. So I asked mommy, why don't you like the Rumion? And they said that mommy kuchareri in the village. There are some people that told her that the Rumion is very bad. It has very bad suspension. It's very down. When you load things, it will go down like this. And I asked Mama, the people that tell you the Rumion is a bad car, do they drive a Rumion? And she said, one of them used to drive a Rumion. And I told her, but that person just didn't fix the Rumion has stronger suspension than the Raktis. The Rumion has bigger space than the Raktis. The Rumion is more comfortable. I don't like the Rumion, by the way. So we agreed to look at Rumions. And while we were looking at Rumions, they called their brother who is abroad. Now the brother did not like the Rumion. Initially, the brother wanted the mom to buy a Subaru. But just imagine getting a lady of like 65, 70 years ngomugulira Subaru Forester. You get? So we tried to convince the dude to buy a Rumion. Nenga tajagala. Morokera bikabira you can get box. Me, I end up asking the question, are you the one who is going to drive the car? If the person that's going to drive the car is comfortable with it, why would you buy another car? And I also asked him, because I had Rumion million satu. So I asked him, if, for example, you were to buy another car, which car would you buy at 33 million? There is no other car. You know what they muzile Moroki indala Moroki impozi yabade kwa asar musatu yabade oba ICs. Ni ICs seringa tax umchala nga tajagala. You get? So it's important that while we are buying cars, we also think. So, but my point here is that the brother wanted the car that looked sleek. The Rumion doesn't look sleek. Sleek is for image. Yeah? Sleek is for image. But when you're buying a car, you need to understand what is the reality on the ground. The reality is mama wants a car, she can load her stuff in the boot. The Raktis can do it, but it's pretty small. The Rumion is bigger. So which works for her in the reality? It's definitely the Rumion. So of course they engaged until they eventually agreed to buy the Rumion. But what I'm saying, I've had to ask people yesterday again. I inspected a Sienta for someone. He called me and I found him there already. The day before he went, looked around for Sientas. So yesterday he just called me to look at the options. So when we got there, he's a gentleman. Ainamu Saint, by the way. But he rides border. Before yesterday. He had border. Now he says, okay, he had his brother, and he bought a Sienta, he does Uber. So because his brother is making a bit of money, he wanted to buy a Sienta as well for Uber. But he wanted the 2012 Sienta, the one with the boxy lights. And it was being sold to him at 29. But the other one with round lights was being sold to him at 27. Cash. And so I asked him why. The first question was, why buying the Sienta in the first place? And he said, well, it's affordable. I know people that are driving it. It's 7-seaters, and a bunch of reasons. And also the thing is, he's tired of border. He says, our border at all. osita tuso agenda kumukola ne bagamba n'omwami wuuyo avuga boda gwe si mulimu. So he's really tired and he has his money. So I told him, if you're going to do Uber, first of all, for everyone that is planning to do Uber, Uber doesn't actually make that good money. So if you're going to be doing Uber, you need to be able to network and get your own customers off of the app so that you service them. So then I asked him why not the Rumion. He said 7 seats, and of course the Rumion was more expensive. So I told him, instead of buying this boxy light at 29, let's buy the normal lights at 27. Why are we buying the normal lights at 27? Because it doesn't, the boxy light matters to you now, but it will not matter a couple of days from today when you're driving and the experience is the same. And I told him, you're going to be doing Uber, but I don't want you to count on it as much. So you need to buy a car where you're saving as much money as possible, keep it in as best in as good condition as you can, bring it back. I told him, as long as you do the business the right way, in a couple of months you're going to want to buy a new ogenda kuba okoye okuvuga Sienta. So we got a Sienta, good Sienta, 27. Now at that point, one, we were saving 2 million shillings, but also two, we were getting a car that will do what we want at less than the budget. So kati million ebi sobolo kudani zikola ebirala yatandika wanovuga ebi ubabi mpola paka nga bakunganya sente. That Sienta has an advantage. What? Whether you're driving a Sienta with a box light or round lights, it's a Sienta. People don't like it. So when it comes for you to time to sell, the cheaper you bought, the better for you, because naba jisubula bajaba jisubula bwe batyo. Kali agali amatate gongera mu million namba.